Hello and welcome. Today I will tell you a story about the secret no one talks about how to stay motivated while learning English. I will speak slowly and clearly so you can listen and repeat. This is a great way to practice shadowing. Shadowing means listen and speak at the same time. It helps you improve your pronunciation, your rhythm, and your confidence in English. Are you ready? Take a deep breath and enjoy the story. Rude was always busy. She worked during the day. She went to college at night. Every week she said the same thing: I need to study English. She watched a video, she opened an app, she studied for 2 days. Then she stopped. 1 week passed, then 2, sometimes 3. Then Rude said again, "This time I will study every day." She tried again, but it didn't last. "I don't have time," she said. "I'm too tired after work and school. I'll try next week." She felt bad. She wanted to speak English, but she always stopped. One night, after class, Rude was on the train. She was tired. She looked at her phone. Then she saw something different. A man sat across from her. He was older, calm, and had a very old book in his hands. The cover was red and gold. It said, "The Secret to Learn Any Language." Rude couldn't stop looking. The man looked up and smiled. Rude looked at the man. He looked friendly, calm. He wore a blue jacket and had a small bag. The book in his hands looked old and powerful. It was not like a normal book. She asked, a little shy, "Excuse me? What is that book?" The man smiled. His eyes were warm, like he knew something. "This," he said, "this is a book about languages. It helped me learn many of them." Rudd was surprised. "You speak many languages?" He nodded. "Yes, I speak 7. Rudd's eyes opened wide. "Wow! I try to learn English, but I always stop. I work and go to college. I don't have time. And I lose motivation." The man nodded slowly. "I understand," he said. "Many people feel that way." Rude looked down. She felt a little embarrassed. "I start and stop. Then weeks pass. I forget everything." The man looked at her kindly. "Can I tell you something?" he said. She looked up. "Yes," she said. He closed the book. "It's not about time," he said. "It's not even about motivation. It's about something else." Rude blinked. "What is it?" The man smiled again. "Let me tell you a little story." The train moved slowly. The lights flickered. Rude listened carefully. The man began his story. "When I was young," he said, "I also wanted to learn English. But I didn't have internet, no YouTube, no apps." Rudd was surprised. "How did you learn?" "I failed many times," he said. "I started and stopped, just like you." He smiled kindly. "I thought I needed motivation, but it never stayed. Some days I felt strong, Some days I didn't. Rud nodded. She felt the same way. Then, he said, I met someone, a teacher. And that teacher said something that changed my life. Rud leaned in. What did they say? The man looked into her eyes. They said, Don't wait to feel ready. Train like it's your job. Rud was confused. Train like it's my job? He nodded. Every day a little, like brushing your teeth. Not when you feel like it, but because it's part of your life. Rud stayed quiet. Motivation comes later, he said. Discipline comes first. The train was almost at her stop, but she didn't want the conversation to end. So, what did you do? Rud asked. The man smiled. I made a plan, a small one, 15 minutes a day, no more. Every day? She asked. Yes, he said, even when I was tired, even when I was sad. He held up the book. This book helped, but the secret wasn't inside the book. It was inside me. The train slowed down. Rude looked out the window. Her stop was next. But she wasn't thinking about school or home. She was thinking about the man's words. Train like it's your job. 15 minutes a day. Motivation comes later. The man looked at her one last time. You don't need to study for hours, he said. You just need to be consistent. He opened his book and tore out a page. Here, he said, this is for you. It was a small paper with 3 simple rules. Rude's language plan, 15 minutes a day. Learn 3 new words and never skip 2 days in a row. Rude held the paper in her hand. Thank you, she said softly. The train stopped. Rude got off. The doors closed. She turned around, but the man was gone. No sign of him, just people, just the train. It was like he disappeared. Rud stood there, holding the paper. She felt something inside. Not pressure, not guilt, but hope. She opened her phone and changed her alarm. Every night, 15 minutes of English. She smiled. It was small, but it was the beginning of something big. 2 weeks passed, then 3. Rud followed the plan, not perfectly, but better than ever. Some days she was tired, but she said, just 15 minutes, that's all. She listened to short English stories. She watched videos with simple conversations. And then she found something. A podcast full of interesting stories in English. Not grammar, not rules. Just stories. Then she found a series. It was simple, funny, and easy to follow, with subtitles in English, and something changed. Rud didn't feel like she was studying anymore. She was having fun. She repeated the same stories over and over again. I love this, she thought. English is not homework, it's a new world. One evening, Rud returned to the same train, same time, same seat. She looked around, but the man wasn't there. Still, she smiled. Then she saw it. On the empty seat beside her, a small red and gold bookmark. It looked old, just like his book. It said, "The secret to learn any language." She turned it over. On the back, there were tiny words. "It's already inside you." A fellow learner. Rud held the bookmark and smiled. "He really was a guru," she whispered. She took out her notebook, wrote 3 new words, put in her earphones, pressed play on another story, and she never gave up again. Here is the lesson. Learning English is not just study, it's discovery. Find something you love, stories, series, voices, worlds, and return to it over and over again. Motivation fades, but joy stays. The secret? It's already inside you.